神が行えば善となることも、人が行えばこれ皆悪となり罪となるのだ。
Hello everybody, Dokkan here, welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So today we're going to be talking about the second headliner for the anniversary, the person that's going to be coming out in about a few days time, Super Saiyajin Broly. So we were able to get the reveal for the for these guys over on the Dokkan Now presentation last night, and might as well just get started with this one as well. Get to do a showcase for our boy Broly-san. So looking very good. We're gonna be going ahead and talk about him. So he leads super bosses, transformation boost, and full power or full power. Category key plus 3 L stats 170 with an additional 30% to stats. 4 characters who belong to the Exploding Rage or Movie Bosses team, which is pretty good. So we got his 12 key super attack, the Gigantic Impact. It raises attack, so he's stacking attack on his 12 key, raises defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. And then on his 18 key super attack here, he is greatly raising attack, so he's greatly stacking his attack there. He's greatly raising defense for 4 turns and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So we got our boy's intro activated, as you guys were able to see. This can be activated naturally, there's no condition. So he gets key plus 5, attack and defense plus 100%, and launches an additional super attack for 4 turns from the character's entry turn. So this bad boy can be able to toss out at least 4 super attacks. I've seen him do. He gets attack and defense plus 150% at the start of the turn. He guards all attacks. He's getting an additional key plus 1 per keys we obtain. He's getting an additional attack plus 50% when performing a super attack. He's getting an additional defense plus 50% if it is an ultra super. We're getting an additional key plus 2 and launches an additional super attack as the first or second attacker in the turn. And he's getting an additional key plus 6, launches an additional super attack, and has a high chance of launching an additional super attack as the third attacker in the turn. Yeah, high chance of launching another additional super attack as the third attacker. That is the phrasing that we see there. Of course, we do have the transformation condition, but we will get there once we transform in there. So this is the variant of super bosses with a full power here. Of course, we do have some other characters that are not a part of super bosses, but we're going to be going on here on this event. You guys are seeing a little bit into the future because we have the... let me see what I can do here. Only 6 orbs. We can't get 7 key spheres to save ourselves, it seems, with this character, but... yeah, we're getting a little glimpse to the future. This is the Golden Frieza stage in the Ultimate Red Zone. So we're going to be able to see a little bit of details as to how this fight operates, right? So 9.14 million. I do want to rephrase. I think this is the friend Broly who is 90%. Yeah, but my Broly is 55% full level 10 links. So we're going to be able to showcase him there. Seems to me that this is gonna be a lot of people's underrated character, because when he was released in the game, a lot of people were thinking to once they saw him and everything like that, oh my god, he's broken, he's absolutely busted. I'm sorry for the quality, dude. So for some reason my phone, this Android phone, does not want to cooperate with an Elgato, so I do have to do a live share or a screen share app on my computer so I can be able to share my stuff from my phone, so you guys can be able to see the content, right? You know, that's how we operate. But yeah, it's a little bit, you know, disappointing that a lot of people were just underrating this guy as soon as he came out. Or not as soon as he came out. Maybe a lot of people thought that it was underwhelming or just not the character to go for. But I feel like this character is going to be very, very splendid. So there is my boy linking up pretty well with this Carnival Goku. So we're getting... We have our links here. We got Prodigies, which of course we can be able to get active with the Frieza. Frieza's not on rotation, so Frieza on slot 3, we do have to remember that our boy gets natural damage reduction on his first turn, on his entry turn, and then afterwards we got to be able to collect some key spheres in order for him to keep his damage reduction. So do keep in mind that. We have Super Saiyan active. There's Berserker, which of course I don't think we're gonna ever get active. I just noticed Berserker. Look at Kale and Broly's. not the LR one. The Broly underneath Kale. They are so similar. Oh Jesus. We're not getting Shocking Speed available here. We're getting Prepare for Battle. Then we're getting Fierce Battle, and then we're getting Legendary Power active right here, of course. So let me see if I'm gonna be able to collect some key spheres for our physical boys at the end there, but unfortunately, we couldn't get it. We need rainbow key spheres in order for us to get some key for them. So 8.56 for my Broly. Remember that he is greatly stacking his attack here, and then we're also stacking our attack with the 12 key, the constant 12 keys that he's going to be doing here. So this dude is on multiple categories here. He's on movie bosses, pure Saiyans, full power, transformation boost, super Saiyans, exploding rage, miraculous awakening, gifted warriors, power beyond super Saiyan, and super bosses, of course. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of dupes of this character, and of course there will be the Tabata celebration in the next upcoming days here on the Japanese version of the game. So I will be obtaining a copy or two of Beast Gohan, which of course I have been saving some of my red coins just for that, right? So this side banner Frieza, do not sleep on this side banner Frieza. He is very, very good. He's a very good support for super bosses. Let me go ahead and bring him up here so we can be able to talk about him as well. He is a sub leader for super bosses as well. So at the start of the turn, we are able to get 60% damage reduction at the start of the attacking turn, and then that shifts over to 50% damage reduction with 3 or more key spheres obtained. So we do have to make sure that after the second second attacking turn for this character, we want to make sure that we have the orbs that we need to collect for this Frieza. So I guess I can float him off again because he is not going to be too crucial for this fight since we're showcasing Broly. Dude, not full level 10 links, bro. What are you doing? Let's see if we can be able to collect some key spheres. No, just 6. Okay. Well, at least we're getting key and attack support with that. We are going to get damage reduction support with the Broly, Chila, and Lemo once they are attacking under 12 key. They're able to provide us with some damage reduction. I think that's under a passive, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I do have to check. Yeah, whenever key is 24, I think movie bosses and super bosses characters get 10% damage reduction, it seems. So that looks to be pretty good. So for now, this is not going to be too strenuous and too difficult here. How much will this do for this Broly? Yeah, nothing. Remember that we are also getting a lot of support. Yeah, 13.6. We're getting a lot of support from the Frieza. He is providing key +2, attack +60%, and defense +30% for super bosses category allies there. Very, very good. And this is a unit that has damage reduction on his kit. Of course, after the turns keep on passing, his damage reduction will go down. And you have to be able to collect some key spheres for this character to get some pretty good damage reduction. Once we get him on the next turn, he's gonna have 50% damage reduction, but we do have to collect 3 or more key spheres. So we gotta make sure that we do that. So right now we're linking up pretty okay-ish. We still have the same links as before. I don't know what he's getting with Samasu. I guess Fierce Battle. So we're not getting too many links. We're gonna be losing, I guess, one of his best linking partners here. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit of damage. Of course, slot 1, frame 1 super, baby. I cannot get away from them. Woo! Alright, so let me look up Broly here on the Dokkan Wiki just to make sure that we have a list of the best linking partners for that character. That's the transform state. Let me go over to the normal one. Of course, he... let me look up this Broly. He links up better with himself after transformation, right? But if you do want to bring a separate character for him to link up, very decent. So after transformation, he's gonna have 7 out of 7 links together. But another character that can link up pretty well with him is the full power Broly, the physical transforming Super Saiyan Broly that goes into full power. That is going to be his best linking partner after transformation, because before transformation they have the same name. This is some argument that I had previously where I really didn't want them to make Broly and Gogeta the same name character as the TUR ones, because I think recently, you know, they got their ECAs, they got some chances of doing some things here and there, and unfortunately that was not the case. So all right, so we are gonna get some dodges here by Broly, Chile, and Lemo there. I'm gonna get these so we can be able to do the 18 key. We have the domain active, so I'm gonna, well, we have the opportunity to get the domain active, but I'm not gonna use it now. Let's go ahead and do this for these guys so we can recover a bit of HP. Come on, Super on slot 1, frame 1. Come on, I dare you. I triple dare you. Come on. I triple dog dare you. Okay, he's not gonna do it. Of course. Of course he's not gonna do it. So on the next turn, I will use my Broly so we can get the domain active and maybe float off. I should have floated off my the friend Broly. That way we could have gotten them both together, and you guys could be able to see that they're gonna be linking pretty great with each other. Ah, you're gonna super the Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. I hate you if you do that. Yeah, what was it? 11.1 million for this Broly. We do have, what was it? We gathered some key spheres, but I don't know if it was offensive or defensive support that we were able to provide there. But yeah, depending on the orbs that you collect with Broly, Chile, and Lemo, you can be able to get some either good support defensively or good support offensively. So, there we go. My boys clearing up the fight here. All right, so we're getting Golden Frieza. Oh, we got the domain active with him as well now. So, all right, I'll use the domain with my Broly. So now we have a full power Broly after his transformation with the domain active. So this is pretty cool. So immediately, it's the same case with the physical Goku Black. Once you transform, we get the domain. That active skill availability is pretty good. So our boy Broly on the 12 key super attack is the Awakening Tempest. He is going to be raising attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to all enemies. So the 12 key is going to be an AoE, which is pretty good. And then of course we got the 18 key super, which will greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Pretty good stuff. So after transformation, we do get the domain. We get key plus 6, attack and defense was 300% at the start of the turn. We're guarding all attacks as well. Let me do this. We're getting, yeah, the only thing that we're gonna do, I mean, we have some better links active here. Let me do this, because gold, I figure that we're gonna get slot 1 frame 1 super. I know it. I know it. So I'm gonna put Broly on slot 1. So we'll do that. We're gonna be losing a bit of attack power with legendary power, but we are making it up at least with prodigies and what is this? This is this is not. This is prepared for battle? No, this is prepared for. No. This is prepared for battle. So we're getting shocking speed as well. That's what we're getting. Alright. Regarding all attacks, we're getting key +1 per key sphere obtained. We're getting 26% damage reduction before attacking while the domain expand. Well, the domain, I was about to say domain expansion. Domain extra dimensional space is active. He's getting an additional attack +50% when attacking. We're getting an additional defense +50% when receiving an attack. So apart from the damage reduction and the guard, we're getting additional defense stats once we get hit. He's launching an additional super attack when attacking. He's getting a chance of performing a critical hit +26% when performing a super. He's launching another super attack and a chance of performing a critical hit +26% when he is performing an ultra super, which we will get easily. And then he's tossing another super attack when key is 24, which we will easily acquire here. Now, I'm a little bit worried with Frieza because now you gotta collect 3 key spheres, which we're not gonna be able to get unless I might have to do this, which we will lose a bit. I mean, it kind of makes up for it. Please draw it the way that I want them to. Okay, now that's a little bit of a pickle, right? Now you're gonna make sure to collect the key spheres that you need for Frieza to get his damage reduction. Oh, of course, he didn't super on slot 1. Okay. All right, let's see here. 17.9. Remember, we're getting support from Frieza. So, and we're also getting the domain ability active here. Extreme class allies and enemies do get attack and defense +10%, and an additional attack and defense +10% for characters who also belong to the Exploding Rage or Movie Bosses category, which of course Frieza is getting. I have such bad luck pinpointing the domain ability and the enemies that we're fighting, because if we would have fought, let's say, Evolution Blue Vegeta or UI Goku on the Supreme Battle Spectacle, which is now, what is it called? The Amazing Magnificent Battle on the global version. We typically just contradict the domain, and we keep on fighting enemies that gain benefit from having our domain active. So it's me and my good old noggin, what can I tell you? So he tanked that pretty well, 240,000. This Frieza can hit very hard. So something to keep an eye out for. But this is not the last phase, kiddos. No. And also we're getting increased damage received by superclass allies and enemies by 10%. So that's a little bit of the downside of this character here. There's Frieza's first super attack. Nice. Woo! Of course, he's not going to do too much. Yeah, he's just going to be here for the support and the defensive capabilities there. So pretty good stuff. All right. And now we have the opportunity to revive, but we also have shenanigans that we can do. So we're going to go ahead and collect all of these for the full heal. The Pam. Yeah, we're going to be able to dodge every single attack that you put in front of us. So let's do this right here. And of course, Goku is not going to be getting anything. So Goku's a liability here with the domain active, because if we have superclass allies, 29.2 million. Okay. If we have superclass allies on the rotation, that means that we are going to be getting a little bit of extra damage received from the enemies. Not only that, because not only because of that condition, but we're also buffing extreme class enemies because of the domain active. So that might be troublesome if you do decide to bring some superclass allies on this team. And I only say that because Super Bosses as a whole is not a great team, at least on the extreme side of things, right? At least if I had Rose pulled off over here on this game, on this Japanese version, I guess it could have looked better, because we can have some options. Maybe the Super ECA for Physical Goku Black, he can also fit on this team. But some mixes of Super Bosses and having some super class characters in there that kind of fit Broly's leader skill, or the characters that, you know, can fit due to Broly's leader skill, can be a bit tricky, right? So something to be very careful when constructing a Super Bosses team that has Broly as the lead, right? So yeah, look at that. We took a bit of extra damage there, and again, apologies for the quality. Quality looks very awful whenever we get like motion active and things like that. So my bad. this phone just does not have the capabilities just the same as the iPhone. So we're gonna get some hits here. See that his damage goes up. I think that he does raise attack on his super attack, but I don't have him pulled up to check that information. So 15.6 million here, not too bad. Of course, let me check because there is some duration for this domain here. We got the KO screen. That's awesome. So yeah, this is not the last phase, right? Oh boy. Now we're jumping into sort of difficult territory here. How many orbs are these? 7. Okay, so we're gonna do this. You're not getting hit, so we don't have to worry about you. We will do this so we can get the dodges here. And we will do this right there. So the domain ability is active. It can be activated starting from the 5th turn from the start of the turn, and this domain is going to be available for 4 turns. We're getting extreme class allies do get a slight buff where they get 4 ki once we are activating that domain, and then of course the extra buffs that we get once the domain is active. Very good stuff. You guys see that we're not doing a lot of damage to this Golden Frieza because he has what is a type advantage up against us. So, and he's getting buffed because of the domain ability. So not good. So 18.6. We've been stacking with this character. This guy has been doing his stacks. We have not transformed. We have not done the domain with him. So he has been constantly racking up attack power. So he looks kind of ridiculous now. 13 million there. Yeah, and then he's going to toss out another one maybe. Additional normal. And then we got the countdown. So yeah, once we lose the domain, we get, you know, he is still gonna be doing his shenanigans here. But let's go ahead and put this one. Why not? Again, now seeing that we're not on we have some characters that are not on worldwide chaos, we're definitely not going to be able to get some of the extra buffs that our boy is going to be able to provide here. So not too strong of a, well, it is a strong of an ability, but unfortunately that it's not catering to super bosses or things like that. We're just catering that support that we got with the orbs and maybe the domain. I forgot the domain ability for Zamasu. Let me go ahead and look it up. But if you acquire 4 or more tech key spheres, that support is gonna go towards characters who are in the worldwide chaos team. So let me check the domain ability here. So we're providing increased damage received by superclass and enemies and allies by 30%. So for characters who are on super class, we're going to be getting a lot of damage there. So fortunately, we didn't have any super attacks lined up for that Goku at the beginning there. So we're not going to be getting a lot of hits. But yeah, once you get the Infinite Zamasu, the tech key spheres or the extra additional defense that he's providing to the allies, it's just for worldwide chaos allies. It's not for super bosses. It's not for any other character with maybe super bosses or things like that. But yeah, it's unfortunate. So I don't know if there's another phase after this. This is a pretty long fight. Pretty hard hitting too, because there's a countdown for this Frieza. Are we done with you, buddy? Yeah, there we go. But there you go. That is our boy Super Saiyan / full power Broly there. Do let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of him. I am going to be making these videos to, you know, get you prepared for maybe a chance and an opportunity once you get this character to know what he is all about, and you know, to get prepared and ready for that. I also will do like another showcase once he arrives on global, of course. But yeah, But for now, do let me know what you guys think of the Super Saiyan Broly slash full power Broly character. I hope that if you guys are summoning, do let me know how your summons went, and hopefully you get the best of luck during these anniversary summon celebrations, now that we're going to be getting a different type of format for the summon. So yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by, watching this video. Hit that like button, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of our boy Super Saiyan Broly, and as always, I'll see you guys all in the next one.